Hello and welcome back to a special episode of Idiots with Pipes. I am your host, Jeremiah.
I'm also the host, Scott. Today we're going to be reviewing Sutliff's Pipe
Wait a
Force.
minute. Are you guys up here doing your silly YouTube stuff again? I have some
Silly
actual
YouTube.
work to do in the office for my real job.
I thought this was your office.
Happy wife, happy life, more pipes.
Are you serious? Welcome back to a special episode of Idiots with Pipes. I am your host, Jeremiah.
I'm also the host, Scott, and today we'll be reviewing episode 3 of the new Pipe Force that has come out recently.
I know y'all are not in my living room smoking.
Happy wife, happy life,
Thought you said we could smoke down here.
more pipes.
Hello and welcome back to a special episode of Idiots with Pipes. I am your host, Jeremiah.
I'm also the host, Scott. Today we're going to be reviewing the new blend that comes out tomorrow, episode 3.
I know you're not about to light up a pipe in my kitchen.
How did you do that?
Happy wife, happy life, more pipes.
But no pipe smoking. Welcome back to a special episode of Idiots with Pipes. I'm your host, Jeremiah.
I'm also your host, Scott. Today we're going to be reviewing episode 3.
Are you kidding me?
It's got a ventilation fan and everything, though.
Get outside.
I thought this was your house.
Welcome back to Idiots with Pipes. I'm Scott.
And I'm Jeremiah. Today, we have been ousted. We have been forcefully evacuated from our luxurious life of comfort and placed out into the wild. Why do we do it? For you. I mean, it's crazy out here. There's birds chirping. I think I heard a rooster, maybe a goat off in the distance. I'm not sure, you know. But the things we go through.
I know, it's truly wild out here. You know,
Because we care. If you listen carefully, you can hear some crickets and some birds, and
the sun is approaching this nice Florida heat.
it is not air conditioned. I will say
No.
that.
That's
But anyway, we're here to enjoy some coffee and start a
Yeah.
fire to warm
so we
up
are.
a little bit.
Yes,
you know?
since we are not hot enough as is. But we have a new blend that releases tomorrow at, I think, 6 o'clock Eastern time, which is Richmond time since it's a Sutliff blend. But Pipe Force episode...
And we're back. Didn't expect that, did you? Neither did we. Like I said, it's quite hot out here, and the camera overheated, so we had to move to a cooler area, shaded area, after cooling down the electronic equipment. Before we get started, just want to let you guys know we're dropping this video today to let you know about a release tomorrow. So our regular Tuesday release, which will be tomorrow, will actually be released on Thursday. So today is yesterday's tomorrow, and tomorrow is today's tomorrow. Remember that. So you were saying Pipe Force episode, and then you cut off.
Oh, well, so we have Pipe Force episode 3, which is the Sutliff's newest release, or will release tomorrow, October 22nd. That is a Tuesday, 6 o'clock Eastern. But we were able to get a 10 because we know a guy who knows a guy who met a guy whose best friend knew a guy from college that went.
I think he adopted a dog.
Yep.
And the previous owner of that dog.
That's it. Yes.
Cousin's brother-in-law was.
Knew
Yeah.
Jake McKenna at Sutliff.
Right.
So we reached out.
Who was the artist?
Who was the artist. So we have a 10 of Pipe Force episode 3, signed by none other than the
Autographed.
artist of all of the Pipe Forces.
Can I see that real
Jake
quick?
McKenna. No.
This one, it says, to Jeremiah, my loving, adoring
No,
fan.
it says to
Or
Scott,
lovely,
I am
adoring fan, I
the
think.
primary host of Idiots with Pipes. Scott, this is
I
right
don't
here.
think it says any of that, actually.
You can be the judge. You saw the 10. We are excited to try this one. It is, again, episode 3 of the Pipe Force series. This is the 6th and final blend. They released them just like they did the Star Wars movies, episode 4, 5, and 6, and then now 1, 2, and 3.
The 6th and final blend, number 3.
Yep.
Part
So we have in here some stoved and red Virginias. We have some hearty Rustica Leaf, which I'm becoming quite a fan of. Episode 4, I think, had some in it. I liked it a little bit.
Yeah.
Episode 1, I think, had some more, and episode 1 is by far has been my favorite so far. I've tried
Okay,
all of them.
okay.
So excited for this one. Got some rustica in there that has been hot pressed and stoved for the first time. So a different way to do something with a rustica. And let's see, it should have some, it's going to be bold. Virginia's
I like
rustica,
that.
it's going to be bold. Oh, and to bring in a little bit of smoke, they also have some dark fired Kentucky.
Ooh,
That'll
boy.
bring a little mesquite spice to the mixture.
You don't say.
If you remember when we smelled it, when we opened it up,
Smells like barbecue.
it does smell like barbecue. I'm really excited for this one. So it comes in these like little, I guess it's a cake that's been kind of sliced up. So we pulled one of the slices out, and then of course with the cake tobacco, you're going to need to rub it out. Unless I guess you could just try to cram one of these into your pipe, but probably a little better if you rub it out, make it a little more fine to
Look like one of
more
those
loose tobacco.
overstuffed ice cream cones running down the side.
I wonder how that would smoke. Probably not great.
Probably not.
Let's try that with the next flake.
Huh.
But yeah, so here we go. Episode 3. Cheers.
Let's light this bad boy up. Peace. Wind keeps blowing out my
Wind,
lighter
dad
here.
coming. How do you people do this?
Savages. Wasn't expecting this. There we go. Oh, I had it. Is this what it's like to be a savage in the wild? I can't get this thing lit.
Yeah, so Jeremiah's been a little spoiled with the excellent conditions I provide for the show.
Until recently.
Yeah, we're not talking about recently. We're talking about past experiences. So in addition to Jake McKenna giving us this signed tin of episode 3, we were able to really, strong-arming into providing something else for you fine people out there that are fans of the show. If you decide you want to order some Pipe Force episode 3 or anything for the next month from tobaccopipes.com, you can put in a promo code, our first ever promo code. Promo code is idiots, appropriate. But if you put
I
that
would say.
promo code in, you will get 15% off of all pipes and pipe accessories.
So if you're going to buy Pipe Force Episode 3 anyway, but you've been eyeballing that perfect pipe or pipe accessory to gift yourself this coming up Christmas,
What better
act
time?
now and receive 15% off.
Yep, and so for the next
You're
month,
welcome.
we do what we can for you fellas and gals.
What we do, I've said it before, we do for you.
Here, here.
And
So-
sometimes ourselves, but mostly for you.
Yeah, that's fair. And for the next month, so that's the next 30 days, put that promo code in, any pipe accessories, 15% off, keyword idiots.
So on the char light,
Mm-hmm.
and a few minutes after, I get that vinegary, tangy
Oh, yeah.
barbecue note with similar that I typically get with similar tobaccos that I actually don't like it. A lot of people do. I think you do. I don't like that.
I like more of a tangy, which is the Virginias, which is crazy because I'm not a huge Virginia fan. But I do like dark fired Kentucky. I'm learning that I like Rustica. Of course, I love a lot of Kia.
I typically don't like that that tangy barbecue flavor in the beginning, and I don't like it here either. You
Oh,
know?
well, okay,
but it's fading away, and as it fades,
And say what's crazy. My first few puffs, I got something it was very sweet. I didn't
I
tangy,
get the
sweet.
sweetness, and it's mild. It's actually very good. I like it. It's evolved already just in the first couple minutes.
Yeah.
Personally, I know a lot of people do like that, but personally, I don't like that sweet, tangy, vinegary flavor that comes with a lot of those. But it is evolving quite nicely already.
is. I'm excited to finish this bowl because it's the third half, whatever it is.
The third half, yeah.
The third half. If third half is as good as it's been, this may be my new favorite blend. I'm not gonna lie. Episode 1 was definitely way up there, head and shoulders above all else. But this one's giving him a run for his money.
twice as old as half of them and half as old as twice of them, you know. Rustica and Darkfire typically have higher nicotine and bolder flavors, but
Yeah.
I don't get a nick hit from this, but I've also never gotten a nick hit from pipe tobacco. I think,
Must be nice.
not saying
Yeah.
people don't, I never have.
Well, I think it goes back to that old, do you inhale or not? I do not inhale. And the 2 times that I've had a huge nick hit that really really rocked my world, got my world spinning, was from inhaling accidentally.
Really.
So maybe that's why.
I don't know.
But yeah,
I've gotten it before from a cigar, but I've never gotten it from pipe tobacco. So, but the flavors are very bold, and
they are.
they stand as, I don't know how to describe it. It just tastes like tobacco. Really strong tobacco flavor.
Huh.
Yeah, and I like that.
I wonder how they got that in here.
I like the boldness of it, and they work together really well. They're not battling each other. It's like this beautiful blend of tobaccos and sweetness that's not artificial. It's like this, you know, sweet tobacco
Yeah.
flavor that's in there. The majority of it's bold, but it kind of reminds me of some cigars, because I like cigars. It doesn't,
Okay.
it's not quite the same, but the bolder tobacco flavor, I like that.
Yeah, I mean, I
I
definitely,
really am enjoying this one.
I think what you're trying to say is there's no toppings on this,
Uh-huh.
but it tastes very sweet like there could be, but it's just the tobacco's working together. 'Cause
Right.
there's no toppings on here. I mean,
That's
you can tell from the tin note, there's no toppings on this bad boy.
It's exactly what I said.
I know. I'm just putting it in so people can
I'm just saying that you
understand.
can't think of your own stuff to say, so you just got to take what I got.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. As long as you admit it, that's fine with me. So. Is that a coyote?
I think it is.
So, like I was saying, I
Mhm.
like the stronger tobacco taste in a lot of cigars,
Yeah.
and this resembles that in that way, that it's a strong tobacco flavor. I like to mix it up, you know. Sometimes I like the English aromatics, and I really like this episode 3.
This is really good.
Could they have, in fact, saved the best for last?
I think they may have. Unlike the Star Wars movies.
Swing and a miss there.
Mm-hmm. But this is really good. Definitely liking the bolder flavors. To me, it doesn't remind me of a cigar because I just haven't had enough cigars. But there's a sweetness to the flavor
Yeah.
that I've never
It's
gotten
not-
in a cigar. It's good.
You get some of that in certain cigars, like a Maduro, but that has it's the cigar leaf they put in there. Some of them are sweeter, but it's a natural sweetness, so it's not overpowering. But this doesn't taste like a cigar. It just reminds me of that aspect of a
Gotcha.
bold tobacco flavor.
I would love to comment on the room note, but it's very fleeting. Still smells exactly the same as it did when we started smoking.
Very honeysuckle, maybe a little daffodil.
Yeah, it's a slight daffodil. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely honeysuckle.
Cow manure.
Yeah, I think it's I caught away for that too. But yeah, other than that, this is I highly recommend. Can't say the room note. Now, like I said, it's fleeting.
Let me help you out again. Hang on. No.
Okay, it's not a bad room note. It's pretty good. It's very sweet, barbecue-y, tangy. Oh yeah, definitely some sweet barbecue. Ah, that's
See that?
good. That's good.
To me, that barbecue flavor that I don't like,
Mm-hmm.
that you do like, has gone after the first couple minutes and into the second third here, or the third half. It's gone, and everything's kind of mellowed out, but bold, but
Mm-hmm. Okay.
mellow. Maybe not mellowed out, but mellowed together,
Mm-hmm.
like an orchestra. It's like a symphony in your mouth. Symphony of flavors. You know, when you're
Of course.
When you're listening to music, music can follow structure too much and be boring, but then it can follow emotional. It can be too emotional and be just wild. Like, think of some jazz. It's hard to follow. It's just all over the place. So you think of the difference between sympathy and empathy. Empathy is, that guy's drowning, let me get in and drown with him. Sympathy is, I'm going to hold on to this safety rope and reach in, jump into the water with him and pull him out, because I'm grounded in the truth, which is the shore, but I'm in this sea of emotion. So what you want in music, you don't want it to be too strict and boring, but you don't want it to be so wildly emotional that there's no structure either. You want a symphony of sympathy. And that's what this is.
A symphony of sympathy.
Well done.
Yes, well done, Sutliff Pipe Force. I think this may be my favorite blend. I really like this
This
one.
is easily one of my new favorite tobaccos.
Now, I will say, if you don't like strong tobacco, this is not for you. So if you're thinking, I'm going to get episode 3 because Scott loves it, but if you don't like strong tobaccos, do not recommend it. Because this is strong, but man, it's sweet, it's good. It's not for the faint of heart, but if you like tobacco in your pipe tobacco, this is for you. Highly recommend, especially if you've already bought the other 5 and you want to buy one more, you should do it just to round it out.
And you might as well add a few things to your cart and enjoy 15%
I
off.
think a new pipe
On
would
us.
go great. Yeah,
Or tobacco pipes. But mostly us.
mostly us. Yeah, you're welcome. You know, we do what we can for you. Go ahead and get your new pipe to Smoke the Pipe Force episode 3 in. The more expensive the pipe, the steeper the discount.
Buy
I will be
yourself
buying-
another pipe, buy me another pipe. You'll get 15% off. So it's like you're getting paid 15% to buy me something as an apology for getting us kicked out of our air-conditioned, luxurious
Well,
habitat.
it's not bad. It's only 80 degrees out. It's not awful.
It does go excellent with coffee. I love the pairing.
We
here.
love pairings, and this is really good with coffee. They like the bitterness of the coffee kind of offsets the sweet tangy, and they really complement each other by being opposites of each other.
It goes well with black coffee. I don't know how it would be with milk and sugar.
That
When we say coffee, we always mean black coffee, straight from the barrel, tapped from the tree, expressed from the fruit.
This is now my favorite of the Pipe Forces.
I will say this is a very enjoyable smoke all the way
Mm-hmm.
through. And I love how it evolves. It changes. It's changed even more.
And this bottom
The
half,
sweetness has kind of left a little, but it's still there. It's just milder. And the last third, or
the third half of the bottom
yeah,
is really good.
and I don't like the bottom third ever.
No.
I usually smoke the first 2 and then dump it out, but
Yep.
I actually like this one all the way through.
Not a lot of tobaccos we can say that for. Episode 1, I think I could say that about. Other than that,
This
No, that's
smokes
good.
cool too.
It
This
does. It's not hot.
It
Yeah.
smokes very cool. It's a nice. Of course, I've got it in a slightly longer pipe, but
no, but I don't, and it is cool. I like this.
2 points of view, 2 different tobacco interests, 2 different flavor palettes, 2 different pipes. We both love it.
Yep.
What does this mean for you? You're
gonna
gonna
like
love
it.
Scott,
Yep.
final thoughts, sir.
This is my favorite Pipe Force. So if you loved episode 1, you're going to really love episode 3. If you hated episode 1,
You're also gonna love episode
you
3.
still might love episode 3, but maybe not as much. It's got good Rusca. Love the Dark Fired Kentucky. The Virginia's in there. It's a great mix. Again, my favorite blend so far. What about you?
Definitely my favorite of the Pipe Force. So to sum it up, the beginning, it's got the 10 note of the kind of the sweet, tangy barbecue wood
Yeah, I'll go with that.
smokiness, I suppose.
Mesquite.
You get a little bit of that in the beginning when you first light it. Then after a minute or 2, I would say some of that mesquite tanginess kind of starts to subside, and then
Yeah.
get a strong tobacco flavor. They all kind of work together. They got the sweetness in there. It's really good, and then the sweetness kind of milds out later.
Yep.
But it evolves as you go through, and I like it all the way down to the end.
Yeah, the bottom half of this is really good.
I think I'm smoking ashes right now, but it's still
yeah,
good.
I think I'm about there. Oh, it's so good.
And it smokes cool. So there you have it. Idiot approved.
Yep. And
Speaking of idiots, don't
so
forget
when
your promo code.
When you go to buy episode 3 tomorrow at 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern, get that pipe you've been thinking about. You're waiting for the right time. Just go ahead and do yourself a
And
favor.
maybe you have no interest in this pipe tobacco, but you like other pipe tobaccos, and you're just watching this episode because you love us. That's understandable. I get
fair.
it. I've been there.
It's good. Great
I've been
point.
there before. I love me too. Even if you don't want to buy this pipe tobacco, still use the promo code because you can get other things that aren't
Yeah.
the pipe tobacco for 15% off. Just to clarify, the tobacco is not 15% off.
Just go buy yourself a pipe. Go buy yourself those pipe cleaners you've been thinking about for a long time. You know what? Do it. 15% off on us.
If you've watched it this far and you're wondering to yourself, why have I sat through this completely useless video? You have no one to blame but yourselves. You saw the title of the show, the name of the channel.
And now you should reward yourself for sticking out this long with 15% off tobacco pipes.
So thanks for watching.
We'll see you again next time.
We hope you'll continue to watch. Like and subscribe, comment, all that stuff, if you must.
If
We keep telling you not to. You do it anyway. We figured,
Yeah,
you know,
well.
might as well give up. We're still going to say it. Wish you didn't like and subscribe, but if you must,
Well, let us know your thoughts on tobacco when you get it tomorrow. Come back to our video. Just watch it again. Then leave your thoughts in the comments of what you think about episode 3.
until then, I have to go somewhere in the out of the wind to get this lit. It literally, or turn around or something. I think I'm out of fluid.
This is a good blend.
I think I am out of fluid.
Got some sweet notes to it.
Huh?
What?
Said I am out of fluid. Can I borrow your lighter?
And I think we'll probably put in the description or something below, like all the fancy people do that release those things. So yeah, so our first promo code, kind of cool. Tobacco pipes only works there. Don't try anywhere else because it's not going to work. But yeah,
Will you shut up?